there between our series, but we are ready and raring to go as we've got some Virtus.Pro taking on compLexity. Game 1, Waga. I'm excited. We're tapping on the tables. We're ready for this.
Feels great to go in and watch some more compLexity. I'm super happy about that. I have a belly full of food, so I'm happy about that. And we get to watch Virtus.Pro. There's nothing that you could ever be happier about. They always deliver some interesting Dota, and very often some of the best Dota we get to see. So this should be a quality game here, coming out by the Russian Bears.
The Russian Bears. A draft already underway. First phase of bans done and done. Necro, IO, Earthshaker, Tiny, Morphling, Enigma.
I'm going to quickly say here that I like that compLexity banned out the Morphling. I still have nightmares of laning against no one's Morphling. He's a fucking monster. Like, there are many players who are like good mid laners, but people have said it for a long time as well, sort of almost publicly accepted that no one is probably the scariest mid laner when it comes to mechanical skill. Like, I've laned against Sumail, I've laned against, you know, many of the professional high-level players tons of times, and, you know, sometimes I win, sometimes I lose, but no one is just so hard to win against.
Sometimes you lose against no one.
Sometimes you get fucking destroyed and you run jungle and you hope that you don't have to go mid against him again.
Try and catch up. Here, support, position 5. Leech experience middle, dude.
with all that said, he's been spamming a lot of Morphling in his pubs, so
yeah,
it's good research to make sure you don't give that. That's also one of those excelling heroes, you know, if you have a player who's super good at Morphling, they can really push it to the limits. So
it's kind of that, you know, kind of Invoker, Meepo kind of place. That skill cap is really high.
Almost bigger, I would say. Almost bigger. Like, the difference between a good or a decent Invoker is like, but the difference between a good or a decent Morphling is like insane.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, a really good,
we talked about this yesterday.
Yeah, a really good Morphling is like gonna have, there's so many outplay potentials, you know.
Because Invoker and Meepo, you're very much focused on your own combos, right? You're thinking about, you know, do I tornado here with a meatball? Do I EMP ice wall?
Yeah, very often you just deliver what is expected. If you're good or decent, you'll probably deliver the same. But an exceptional Meepo player or exceptional Morphling player can sometimes just pull out plays that no one did expect. And, you know, jib-bait people.
Like, oh, he's a Phoenix all of a sudden.
He's low HP. We can kill him.
JK.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Oh, draft opening. Well, we spoke about Invoker. They start with Ogre Invoker. So Limp gets himself that signature hero for this tournament, it feels like.
He played it
a lot.
Played it twice yesterday, and had very good impact. He played Quas Wex both times. They liked having Drow Ranger with it as well for that damage. So we'll see if Drow Ranger is going to be a potential ban here for Virtus.Pro, perhaps. Definitely looks like a decent hero for compLexity, I think, since the silence is good against Phoenix, good against Axe, and they're even banning out heroes that might be good against Drow. So they're definitely setting themselves up, and I don't think VP are either scared or know about the Drow intentions here.
Oh, that PL is such a triple threat ban as well, right? Like, good against Invoker, good against Drow, and it's Ramses on PL.
Yeah, that's true.
Don't want to give him that. So Centaur, second stage ban from VP with a Broodmother. compLexity remove one of those annoying heroes against Invoker.
You see how Ramses is giving respect to VP's coach, RSQQ. His name is Arsec, but, you know, I guess he's RSQQ now.
RSQQ.
RSQQ.
So I'm guessing, you know, in the CIS region in Russia, that wouldn't read as anything
no.
untoward.
No, for sure. But it doesn't in Sweden either. I don't know.
As an English native, arse is another word for bum.
Yeah, nothing wrong here.
QQ is the crying face.
Yep.
That's one thing I miss from Warcraft 3. It was very tactile, and it felt good when you rage quit. You know, you alt QQ and you're just out of the game, or you alt QX and the game is like gone, right? But in Dota 2, it's like you've got to leave the game, you leave the lobby, you leave the...
It's complicated.
Rage quitting is complicated in Dota.
Yeah, for sure. Alt QQ, you need to do it with style. I was more of a F10 EQ kind of guy. Yeah,
that's fair enough.
But we all have our
That's
styles,
a very
right?
Age of Empires way of going about it.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. Yeah, I like the F10. All right, kind of a little bit of a tangent here as we're still in the draft, but Broodmother being banned out, I think that's also just an amazing ban against Ramses. Again, targeting down a little bit on him here with these PL and Broodmother bans. And VP are taking their time all of a sudden.
Dipping very deep into that reserve time. I mean, this
they
is it the Drow?
Instantly banned Centaur, which Snaking has played a lot in his pubs, by the way. I've been studying it. And here comes just a Magnus going in. All right.
POS 5 axe? Oh, is this a Ramses POS 1 axe? I guess they've got some options open, but
they have quite a few options open. You also have the Magnus mid against Evoker. Not a bad lane, honestly. It's been extremely long since we saw mid Magnus, to the point that I didn't even initially think about it here. But with Empower, you can deny an Evoker pretty hard.
Especially if it is the compLexity Invoker, right?
Yeah.
You've got Quelling Blade and Empower.
Yeah, so it's very possible that they take it that way. But I like to see the Centaur banned by VP. Definitely did their research. Snaking has been playing it so much, just practicing it. And I think Centaur is a sleeper hero in this patch. People are starting to wake up on it and realize how powerful it is. But he's got like a crazy win rate. And every time I play him, I just feel like the game is so easy. You just stomp someone.
Yeah. You get your teammates out of danger. You go in, you do damage. Undying for compLexity, so they've got this double tanky melee support duo, Undying and Ogre.
That's going to be a Z-Freak Undying, perhaps. He played it yesterday, at least. Or is it going to be a Jackie Mao Undying?
Or could this be a snaking Ogre? I don't think they've played it during Hamburg, and looking back, I don't believe they have.
Well, they could always have scrimmed it in games that we don't see as well.
Precisely.
You know, it is sort of meta. Wouldn't say that it's completely accepted meta yet. It's experimental meta. There are different stages. But for sure, Ogre is a possible offlaner. I wonder what hero they want to pair up with Magnus on VP. Normally, you look towards something that benefits a lot from this. So you want a melee hero for sure. Sometimes you're looking towards the likes of Lifestealer. Sometimes you want something more along the lines of Troll, even, who, of course, is melee and range, but I'm not sure what hero they feel is best here.
It feels like they want to go back for their support first, right?
Yeah, most likely.
Like, I'm fully behind the idea of a Troll here, I think. That battle trance against Undying, and just the fact he's got Empower.
It's super strong to have battle trance and Empower.
Yeah.
That's basically what makes him so strong. And oh, there's an Empower target to start with. They're going pretty strong AoE melee heroes here.
Very tanky as well. I mean, they've got Axe and Magnus.
But
On top of that, the poke buff.
It is also a ton of strength heroes against Undying. Undying will get a lot of value by decaying people.
True.
So we'll see how the lanes play out. But this now pretty much solidified. It should be mid Kunkka. I mean, I don't see many other ways you could run it. Then again, I guess I challenge VP by saying that.
Is this a Timbersaw game?
It could be. Could be for sure.
The main threat is the Phoenix, right? With that Sunray and the magic damage. Apart from that, X marks annoying.
I mean, it is 4 strength heroes, so why not go for it? It could be amazing here. I think it's quite rare for me to say that Timbersaw is the play, but if there's ever a good game for Timbersaw,
it looks like this one.
This has to be it.
Looks like a very strong one.
Yeah, I wonder what else he would be thinking here. But yeah, Timbersaw, then you don't really risk. One of your cores is basically safe from the Axe call as well, because Axe calling a Timbersaw is mainly alright. And now what? You know? Whereas many other cores, they struggle. They get called, they might die very quickly. So I like the idea.
15 seconds of reserve time for complex. I mean, even VP, they're down to 18 there, you can see on the timer.
Yeah, I'm sure they need to think a little bit, though. That Kunkka and Magnus, they still go with the Drow. That doesn't surprise me, but they could still go for the Timber next as well. The Drow was very expected after the Invoker pick, I feel. This just enables him to play more of the compLexity hardcore style.
It feels like they're lacking team fight, though. Looking at VP, if they meet head-on-head, VP have so many big AoE spells, disable stuns, if they get the catch, if they have that vision advantage.
Oh yeah, I mean,
they're in a great spot.
I think the Tombstone might be really strong in this game, though. There's like no single hero that's good at killing Tombstone. So it will not only be good for getting the zombies on everyone, but also to just provide some vision in the fights so that you don't get five heroes stacked up and then die to Magnus and Kunkka.
So do you think compLexity can kind of even out this draft to team fight with VP, or is this something they look towards kind of split pushing and dodging fights?
I think you still need to set yourself up that you can take the fights, but mainly it's going to be probably something similar that we saw EG doing with Drow just kind of pushing, and one more hero that also likes split pushing, and then probably Invoker and Ogre working together as the gank squad along with the Undying. Something like that is probably the major plan. PA gets banned out, so they don't want one more super strong empowered hero.
Especially with a gap close on Drow with that blink strike.
Yeah, that's a good one to remove. That's a good one. I mean, Drow is super difficult against PA. Even if you could theoretically get Silver Edge at some point, I mean, she might have BKB at that point. So.
And you need like Pike and Silver Edge, and that's 2 item slots that's, you know, gone down for Drow Ranger.
It's very difficult. Mirana gonna be their final one. I don't know about that.
Virtus.Pro with 4 carries.
Well,
Phoenix Kunkka no, it's not. Oh, is this Axe support then?
Yeah, it could be a 5X. It is. We've talked about it so much on our stream here. I'm so happy that we finally get to see it.
It's not Envy though. It's not Envy on the support
Envy.
Axe. A little disappointing. So what do we, Roger Phoenix, solo Axe, Pasha no one on the Magnus Kunkka. And
I like Axe's face.
Oh yeah, it's very spinny and metallic and spiky face. Look at that.
It's a new spin to win set for Axe. More spins, even head is spinning.
Deary me.
No, I think the Mirana might be risky here, considering that X mark is there. You also have the fact that Mirana might kill herself really fast to the Axe, but she is good at killing the egg. I'll give it that. If you picked Timbersaw, you would have really bad chance of killing the egg in the team fight.
They've got a bunch of spinny things going on.
Yeah, they do.
Axe spins. They've got the
Airblade.
The Magnus is spinning on his head and his big hammer, and then TB spinning his little Vorpal blades as well.
Yeah, he has a little head spinner.
He's got a little chainsaw. I didn't notice that until you mentioned the spinning, and I was like looking at heroes. Who else is spinning? And I noticed he's got a little like a little spinny wood saw.
You'll see it everywhere now. You'll be like Jim Carrey in that movie.
I hope Undying has the taunt, and he's spinning as well.
Mirana taunt is a spinny one.
Yeah, true.
And then you
lifesteal
reverse it with your movement, and you can make her like look very weird. I always do that. Very important.
Very good. The most fun thing that I'd forgotten existed for a long time. We had Leshrac and Undying on the same team the other night. So we had the disco ball and Undying dancing to it. It was beautiful. It was absolutely beautiful.
Okay, there we start. The tips. Expected nothing less from.
Jeez Louise. Have fun.
Are you kidding me?
Okay, well, Eternal Envy. That's his that's his shard allowance for the next 3 years. Jeez Louise.
That's VP, man. They go into a game, they go hard on the tips. I mean, they did pretty much set the meta in tipping for TI.
They most certainly did.
Defining the meta. Pasha on his Magnus. 3 mangoes. That's a crazy looking Magnus.
Is this the Dota Plus set? Or is this one of like the new chest ones?
It's
not. I don't think it's new. I'm not sure. Don't see much Magnus anymore, to be honest. Envy taking a pretty massive chunk of damage here. Z-Freak will arrive with a decent decay hitting onto 2. Solo just keeping on chasing this. Has another Battle Hunger in 5 seconds. Towards the left-hand side, though, Roger.
Oh, Sunstrike.
Exalt.
There we go, my boys. Meanwhile, Solo is running down Envy. There's no way he's stopping. Knowing VP, he's going for this, dude. He's going. He doesn't even care. Oh, body blocks.
Not quite enough damage on the Battle Hunger, and Limp is there, body blocking up as you say.
Actually saving him. He's gonna hunt Limp now. He's like, you took my kill.
That's triple bounty runes now for the Dire team. compLexity off to a pretty epic start.
He's stealing his creeps.
Solo. He wants to lose aggro here, sure.
Yeah, I don't think he wants those creeps.
Nice. Z-Free. Oh, okay. He's an Undying with no stun.
Yeah. Teep is in. This is a weird game already.
So what do we have? Ramsey's bottom on the TV with Solo's Axe. Z-Freak and Snaking. The Undying and the Drow Ranger down bottom. Limp Exhort to start off on that Invoker. Wouldn't be surprised to see him transition into that 2 Exhort and then switch back into the Cross Wex.
I think he probably only skilled Exhort because he could get the Sunstrike kill there.
And the range creep.
Yeah, there we go.
Champ.
That's how you farm.
Very large. So no one Kunkka up against Limp Invoker. Not an amazing lane for the Invoker with that Tidebringer.
Tidebringer deny, seriously. That stuff is so broken.
It really is. And then top lane, Skembaloo and Eternal Envy on the Mirana Ogre up against Yapasha playing the Magnus as Roger with a sneaky little wave drag behind the tier 1, tier 2 up at top.
Dude, no one is just denying so much against him. 4 denies already. This is not fun.
It really isn't. The worst is when like you've picked a Zeus and you're thinking there's nobody that can counter me in this lane, and then they pick Kunkka and just deny 80% of the creep.
Yeah, it was actually like level 4 against level 7 or something once.
Oh man,
that happened. That was really tough.
Especially if it's the first time that you see it. You don't, realize, you don't think about it. You're just like, oh yeah, Kunkka, we'll just trade farm. But no, he can deny with Tidebringer.
Yeah,
8 and 4.
He most certainly can. I like his mind game torrent there. He was like, he's gonna juke back to it. Just the wrong direction though. And meanwhile, bottom lane, Snaking being run at by the angry Russian bear. He gets body blocked by the creeps, but Tango's a little bit too late. Tango's right before dying. Snaking not gonna survive there.
Well, at the very least a trade, but...
That's worth it for Solo.
Absolutely.
A good death.
A good death. Yeah, look at that. Nice little bit of gold there for the Radiant team. Pasha getting run at by Envy. Mirana with the Fiery Spirits on doesn't really want to stick around for this fight. Skembaloo actually leaps away to try and dodge Fiery Spirits. Bottom lane they're going in again though. Solo chasing Z-Freak. Ramses with no reflection or metamorphosis. Just laying on the harass here behind this tier 1 bottom. Making sure that the farming for the Drow Ranger isn't simple, isn't easy. You're putting them on edge consistently. It's a big part of the game, that kind of the pressure, the mentality, and the mind games of free farm, easy CS. It puts you in a good mood. It gives you that kind of bounce to it.
The emotional impact of being harassed by a Battle Hunger Axe. Well, it is a serious impact for sure.
It threatens you to your core.
Oh, wow.
I saw that. I actually, that's the first time I've seen a courier snipe. Oh no, Roger. He comes through the jungle, double drags creep waves, gets the courier snipe on the way through just before it hits 3 minutes. The stars could not align.
Honestly,
better for VP.
A little bit of a mistake there by compLexity and a little bit embarrassing because they should have seen that. He had creeps after him all the way. So, but he gets back here with this double stack. Roger is gonna do some serious denying here. They need to contest this. compLexity cannot just leave it. They are holding some creeps themselves though.
Where does the creep wave go? Up or down? Up or down? Oh, Snaking's dead bottom again. Z-Freak's in trouble. Tombstone is there. I want to keep my eyes on the creep wave. I think it's more important than Z-Freak dying, honestly.
Well, they're gonna just keep it. So they deny with it, and then they're gonna keep the lane around and deny next wave.
Oh, that's so sick.
Yeah, so it's really annoying.
They glyph it. Looks like they've glyphed bottom to try and push in under tier 1. Not entirely sure what's happening with that Radiant Glyph, but they try and keep their creep wave alive up top as well. Is that just for a fresh creep wave to try and...
I'm not sure. I didn't really see where or why they wanted to glyph. Could have been mid lane as well, that no one was doing something against Limp.
Well, he's definitely doing something against Limp. 21-11. Limp struggling a little bit, doing slightly better than maybe I expected, though, at 12 and 6. He's not completely out of this, thanks to the exhaust.
It hurts.
Oh man, it hurts so much, he's going to die. 6 feet under, Drow Ranger yet again falling here. And as VP set things up in these lanes incredibly well. I mean, they're winning 3 out of 3.
They are. I mean, VP just have a very strong laning draft here. Very strong for sure. And they're playing it really well. That Axe support, showing why I've been talking about it all this time, Finally we get to see it. And Solo is showing it better than I could ever ask for.
No one. Back to Fountain. Jumps to lane again.
You do have the call and Torrent.
And there it is. With the Battle Hunger on top, Limp with no Wex, so there is no Ghost Walk to escape. The Cold Snap buys a little bit of time with the help of the Fairy Fire. The Sunstrike towards Solo does a good chunk of damage. Axe under the tower with a TP. Will be able to hide in the trees and go back home. Interesting that Roger's now rotating in towards mid as well.
Yeah, putting a ward very deep. I think he wants to get the follow-up kill. This is something we see more and more from really high-level teams, is getting the kill after they get the first kill. Look at
this move right here. Torrent, boat, X-Mark in. Limp has just TP'd to lane, and he's going to die for a second time. Chain feed. Oh, maybe could have got away there, but it's only going to be a little too late. A touch too late to save the life of Limp, and unlikely to trade out for no one. Maybe the Phoenix. Roger trapped between the Ogre and the backstab of Z-Freak. Great tombstone in the back. The Torrent will miss as Eternal Envy swings back towards Roger's Phoenix. And that will finally be the end of that mid lane fight. Attempted Sunstrike, no one. He turns for the zombie kill to dodge it and get the kill. Bottom with Ramses finding the Drow yet again.
Wow, everything is just exploding here and VP are playing so sharp. That's crazy. At least Z-Freak managed to come in and get one nice kill there with his rotation on Undying, but This is some crazy sadness for both Drow and Invoker right now.
Magnus, top lane, 23-1. Mirana is farming reasonably well, but unfortunately, Scam does have to leap away. 1, 2, and 1 remains. Damage from the burn, the Fiery Spirit, and the dive. Stick and Fairy Fire there, it looks like. Oh, goodness, what? Oh, dear.
5 times in 630. And they have to get something here. They have to get solo at least.
I don't think they will.
Ah, they should be.
Okay, there we go. 2 stick charge is not going to be enough.
They got that one, and right now they're just hiding in jungle with Invoker, and I think Drow wants to do the same. She can't go back bottom. Well, she's heading there, but she can't go there. I'm telling you, it's gonna be a tough lane.
So very often with kind of Drow, Mirana, Invoker lineups, we kind of look for that 15 to 25, you know, usually around kind of 17 or 18, but very often around the catapult timings to go and push tier 1s, to go and get some kind of advantage, whether it be to accelerate or to stop the deceleration of the game as Solo gets picked off down at the bottom. Bounty Rune, dive in from Phoenix, looking to swing things back the other way with a good torrent onto Eternal Envy. They will get a chunk of damage forward, but Moonlight Shadow saves them all up.
Yeah, they're gonna run away safely. But there's no shrine available, so they cannot heal up. And finally, it's just jungle time for the majority of complexity, whereas Snaking is trying to farm bottom, but he's so scared. He doesn't have boots. Even just against the solo Terrorblade, it's pretty scary.
But yeah, when Drow lineups get ahead, they get more ahead by taking towers. When they're behind, they accelerate back up and come back by taking towers, right? That's what it often feels like, and it comes down to the 5-man timing of Drow Ranger strats.
You wish to, yes,
but in this game, my question to you is, how do they come back from this laning deficit? Because I don't see it.
I don't know. They have to abuse teleports. Like right now, they know that Terrorblade TP top, and maybe power playing bottom could be a thing. The thing is that Axe and Phoenix are quite strong on their own. Doesn't have to be Terrorblade. Bottom, going on Snaking as well.
Solo has created a distraction off to the west. Snaking with 1 shockwave here from Pasha. That's the end of his life yet again. Drow Ranger 0, 6, and 2. She is not looking too hot.
Undying still in trouble, being chased slowly here. I mean, he does have a lot of sustainability though.
Nice little soul rip off the creeps.
He's just very persistent. Solo is a psychopath here.
Solo just never gives up. Very, very persistent. Phase boots up now for no one's Kunkka mid, and there is no one contesting no one. So he's going to get a lot of damage onto that tier 1 as, like you mentioned, Limpa's jungling. We're going to see Drow Ranger try and hold her own bottom.
Oh, tombstone and everything. Trying. Alacrity. That should be a kill.
Sunstrike. Pops him.
So I have a question for you, Gareth.
Oh boy.
Do the upside down wings of Terrorblade trigger you as much as it triggers me? Right now he's in Metamorphosis though, so they're not really upside down now. Now they're actually fine.
But the upside down wings. Oh, because they're curved. Like a demonic angel, like a fallen angel.
No, like an abomination from hell. Not even a fallen angel. That's way too kind. That implies that they were ever functional. These things were clearly dysfunctional from the start. Now, we'll just wait for that meta to end.
When it ends, we'll see. Bounty Rune time in about 10 seconds. And compLexity looking to try and at least contest the northern ones here with the Moonlight Shadow. Scam and...
I have a look then.
Yeah, I don't like it. Wait, is it... How does that work?
You fly downwards, I guess. Kind of backwards downwards.
No, but when... See, I'm looking for a way that they can kind of fold outwards and go normal, but they can't, right?
Well, I guess they do when he met us, but...
But that's some kind of magic.
Yeah, magic in my video game.
Magic. Where's the logic? Where's the mechanics?
Unforgivable.
We need an engineer here to sort out his wings. And a physicist.
Right. Anyway, just something I figured always bothered me a lot.
It's very annoying.
We see a nice rune pickup by no one there, using his X mark and getting back to mid lane. He's about to hit his level 10 talent, which is absolutely amazing for Kunkka. Gets the 40 damage. Incredible talent.
Top 3 net worth. What do you believe? Top 3, all green. Terrorblade, Kunkka, Magnus out of 3-1 lanes.
At least Mirana is keeping up. Sort of.
Yeah, doing a mighty fine job.
And then the 2 supports are also ahead on VP. Yeah, it's a bad sign here for complexity fans.
Let's see what VP can do with this smoke then, shall we? No one leads the charge. Shadow Amulet in the middle of the wave.
He's building a trap. I don't think anyone wants to contest this push top anyway, though.
No one is like, this is a waste of my time. Smoke from compLexity, actually, they will move forward and try and create a battle over here, but it looks like Solo will very likely pop their smoke and put a damper on things here. Sees them coming. He will die for this. Starstorm lands on his head. The torrent will catch the Mirana, but there's no Berserker's Call. And Tombstone will likely deter VP away from that tier 1 top. Shadow Amulet for kunkka will get him away from the zombies. compLexity not done just yet. They're moving in for the Terror Blade. Boat onto Envy with the Metamorphosis out. compLexity likely not really anything left in the tank.
Solo RP. Onto the Drow.
Oh my goodness, that's a kill down there. Good shout, good call, because they're going in for more. VP just charging behind the tier 1. They don't care, Tombstone. Supernova is there towards Skem. The leap over the top to get the attack speed, and the Supernova will die.
Yeah.
Virtus.Pro a little deep in the Moonlight Shadow, potentially saving Seafreak, but they've got the X torrent slap down. kunkka says goodnight, Undying, and Skembaloo in the back will fall as well. All things said and done, very, very strong from Virtus.Pro.
Yeah, Virtus.Pro getting so much all over the map there, especially with Pasha just pushing bottom and killing Drow meanwhile. Definitely a big blow once again dealt to compLexity there. They're just so strong in these team fights. The kunkka has had such a strong laning stage that he's an absolute beast, but the same can be said for Terrorblade.
A limp on this Invoker. 2-2-4, so he is going for the more Exort build. Aghanim Scepter straight after Tread's double null, and that is a
bit surprised by the Exort build here. I feel like being active with Coswex could be maybe a way to play back into this game with Drow Aura, but he's going for the little bit slower build.
Maybe feels that the way that Drow has been going, the Drow Aura not going to be particularly amazing.
But, yeah, exactly. If she's dead half of the time, then it's not much of an aura, is it?
But it's also a big sign of the times, a pretty big indicator with, well, nice Fire Blast there, catches Roger mid-dive. Arrow slides all the way past, but they'll lose their Phoenix. Virtus.Pro try and take down the Tombstone. They will quite simply, as Pasha finds Eternal Envy. compLexity back up after that one and done kill.
Envy finds him. Double Fire Blast.
Have you seen Pasha's items, by the way?
Yeah, they're in base.
Arcane's mech going
yeah, going for the Greaves build. It does provide him a way to remove Ignite, Cold Snap, and Silence, so that's pretty neat. But other than that, it just allows him to tank up his team a lot. I think it's going to be a nice build for him here.
And I guess against a Drow or a strat, all those little bits of armor add up, especially if you are low on HP. But back to the Invoker, Aghanim's Rush really is a desperate sign. You know that you need to be online ASAP, so you're skipping out on any kind of progression item.
Yeah, but it's fairly normal to... I mean, he does have the double null talisman. It's fairly normal to not go for anything else. And he is getting some time to recover, but he's still so far behind. And it's hard to do any real tower damage. We see a smoke coming in from VP. Got the Shadow Blade on the kunkka. He could lead the way.
He will do exactly that.
Yeah.
Does he find the Mirana? Does he find a zombie? Moonlight Shadow. They should have reveal here with the dust forward. Roger catches the Mirana on the back with the dust, but they don't follow through for the actual kill, so Skembaloo.
Meanwhile, top lane, Envy landing that Fire Blast to take the rune.
Sneaky devil.
Yep.
Double grab top, it looks like. Get themselves a nice bit of money. Skembaloo looking for a deny bottom maybe here with a Glyph on the tower. 4 HP. Glyph. Skembaloo's not going for it. TP does come down for the Drow, though, as they potentially set up for a fight properly down here. The VP not really in position to defend. Roger and Solo either low HP or just too far away from this Terror Blade. Ramses could get gone on. Arrow. Oh, how did that not land? Was there something in front of him?
No, he was a little bit off to the side. The range whip took the arrow, but he was a little bit too far to the side anyway.
Good Deep Ward does find the axe, though. Skembaloo just leaps.
Yeah, with the draw damage and leap, he deals a ton of damage on Skim.
13-10. Kills seem pretty close, but net worth lead for VP here is starting to wrap up pretty quickly.
Yeah, they did ping out the fact that there's a ward there at least. Axe was like, yeah, they definitely saw me. And he's not wrong.
Was Solo's pinging for himself, like, Solo, go and ward here. Wait, I'm Solo.
Oh yeah, me, I'm the team
me sentry.
Yeah, I have 3 sentries.
Where did that Sunstrike go? I really wish there was an indicator or a hotkey that could, like, go to a Sunstrike, you know?
Yeah, that's true. It can be hard to find sometimes. I think it was just a farming Sunstrike, to be honest. It didn't land on any of the heroes.
No. Scouting or farming one. Solo. Where are you, buddy? Blink Dagger is about halfway towards it. Looking reasonably good on that pos 5 axe. Limp still a good 1300 away from his Aghanim Scepter. And there's a fair distance to go before he's really ready to do anything this game. And you can feel it. compLexity, they're all back farming their jungle.
Hey, Snaking has his Dragonlance now.
Oh, yes.
There we go.
Item gained.
Yeah, I mean, after that start, I'd be happy to gain any item. That was a really tough start for him. He's still, you know, relying on his teammates, on Skim to carry. Oh boy, is it Roche time?
It sure looks like it. Again, VP just...
That's a brave Roche though. I don't know if they can do it just like that, but maybe.
Oh, well, they've got mech, they've got RP. No blink from Pasha though, of course, with this build. Doesn't have that surprise counter initiation ability, but Ramses with a Metamorphosis will finally commit for it. Moonlight Shadow spotted here with a sentry. As soon as Envy goes down low ground, will get hit by the Battle Hunger, but Pasha caught by the arrow. Skem, there's no damage here to finish off the Magnus, so they tornado forward, the boat over the top, catching out the Ogre, and they're going to pop him easily. That's a 2 for 0 so far, and Dying has died elsewhere as a Supernova goes through to Snaking, and Ramses, go on, 1 hit, that's a dead Snaking. Drow Ranger once more, 6 feet under. Seafreak finally arrives with the Tombstone, but it's going to get focused down here by Solo and Ramses. They need the Sunder though. Ramses gets it off, somehow survives as that Invoker looked like he was going to claim his life. Ramses, run away, no, not today. Stand and fight, hold your ground, kill them all until they're all down. compLexity, that was a massive loss for them.
That's insane. The team fighting of VP is so incredible to watch always. Meanwhile, all that craziness was going on the Ancient. They also chased down the Mirana, killed her with the X-Mark DD Kunkka. So he just held her, and yeah, him and Phoenix brought him down.
And then VP are like, if you're quite done, compLexity, we'll go back into Roshan and finish that off.
Yeah, I mean, that's so incredible. They got Roshan, they forced 2 buybacks, I believe.
Yep.
And they killed everyone. It's just really horrible for...
I think Limp was like the only survivor the last 2 fights.
Limp lived, he did. You also had buybacks into diebacks, right? On 2 heroes.
Undying and Ogre, you're absolutely right.
6 kills and a Roshan just like that. And did they lose any single player? I don't think so.
No.
No. That's, yeah. That's just VP things, man.
Just VP things. Well, here comes the halberd for no one. Getting very close to it. Where's Mr. Terrorblade? So Manta style is complete. 2,000 gold saved up. I mean, the world is his oyster. You talked about the Blink Dagger on TB earlier on yesterday. Do you think he goes for something sneaky like that, or is it just going to be kind of standard?
I think he could also just go for Scotty and be completely unstoppable. But if he wants to close distance, he could go Blink. Don't think he has to. He's going to go Ultimate Orb. There we go.
They will have the Magnus Blink soon anyway, so the Mech Arcanes hasn't delayed him by that much.
Yeah. No, I think just I have Scotty is like the game ender here. Blink Dagger might get you a kill, but Scotty probably gets you a Rax.
EE. Do they see no one here?
They don't.
They have a... That's a Radiant Sentry. So they were just running up towards the bounty runes to make sure.
No one saw them though.
Yeah, he sure did.
He was like, okay, I'm gonna back out. We can resolve this peacefully.
I'm not sticking around. BKB being worked on by Mirana. Drow Ranger looking towards the Hurricane Pike beforehand. They're not even committing for tier 1 top. That's how dire compLexity feel about this game so far. No one easily clears out the creep wave anyway.
I think it's a good thing they don't, because no one would just set up for his team there, quick TPs, and that would be the end of them. Meanwhile, mid tower being taken by this empowered Terrorblade.
What mid tower? Where did it go?
Probably a tier 3 mid tower, is what I meant to say, is being taken.
You're absolutely right. They're going high ground. Catapult waves here, 20 minutes in. Usually when we think about the kind of peak of compLexity's draft and the Drow Ranger kind of thing is 20 minutes, they should be doing this thing here to the enemy team, not the other way around. But Terrorblade, with that Empower on him, he's doing, what, 400 damage a hit or something insane. He's going to get multicasted. And oh, did that arrow go through? It did, through the mantle, but the RP lands. Hits onto 2 with the supernova on top. Ramsey's still alive. Finally loses the Aegis, but he's got a Sunder when he comes back up. Eternal Envy trapped as the boat hits Z-Freak in the cleave. Onto the back, the Ogre gets tapped, and the Battle Hunger will chase him back to Fountain. A triple kill for Solo. Some way, somehow, this man is a monster. Look for more. Get a fall. It's an ultra kill.
Oh
Give him the Rampage. Come on. No, Solo. Kill him. Rampage for Solo. He gets it. Oh, they did it. Virtus.Pro.
That's so funny, him missing the dunk. There's the pressure. His entire team were watching him, you know.
It's like skewering him back, like giving it to him, you know?
Yeah. You gotta appreciate some of the things that VP do, man. But holy crap, that was a pretty rough game to start out this series for sure. That's only game 1. Ooh. And I don't know, with that laning stage, it's near impossible to do anything. Look at the game. 0 deaths on Ramses, 0 deaths on no one, 0 death on Pasha. When did you last see a game where no core died on one team? When did you last even see that?
Oh no, I mean, you've stolen all the words from my mouth. Like, I was literally looking at that and thinking, triple core, 0 deaths. I don't think I've ever seen it.
Yeah.
I don't think I've...
I mean,
or at least I don't remember it.
In the odd case of a shutout, you know, where a team doesn't get any kills, but, you know, compLexity did get some kills, but all those kills were useless kills in a way. You know, you got 6 kills on Solo, he didn't care at all about that. You got 4 kills on Roger, he didn't care about that. You're just not killing the value targets, and you're not allowed to do it. It's not really that you're, you know, missing it because you're bad, you just didn't have a chance to. Man.
Oh, an absolute slamming there.
For sure. We, you know, as a resident compLexity fan here, I'm gonna hope that they can reset after game 1, say it was just a picks, and go back into it and take game 2.
His hand's shaking, guys. His hand's shaking. We'll take a break. 5 minutes or so. We'll have game 2 coming up right then.
Please, no more.
Don't feel so good, Mr. No One.
Intel technology powers the best of esports, and the best demand a superior level of performance. So we're introducing the 9th Gen Intel Core i9 processors, designed for the world's best gamers. In celebration with our community, we're hosting the 9th Gen Intel Core i9 processor Dream Stakes. We want to bring you inside our world of esports for once-in-a-lifetime experience that only Intel can provide. Enter for a chance to win a trip to one of 9 world-class events across 3 sweepstakes. We're taking the winner and a guest behind the scenes for a one-of-a-kind VIP treatment. Winners will also get the latest 9th Gen Intel Core i9 processor and walk away with exclusive swag. Enter for your chance to win starting November 5th, 2018. Visit corei9.intel.com to sign up for more information.
Remember where it started. Your first experiences. Remember where you came from. The journey you traveled. The journey you love. Remember where it started. And imagine where it will go. Rise on.
Rover, here. Fetch. What are you doing? Oh, Rover. Red Bull gives you wings.
Because it's forever. Because it's juicy. Because it's fresh. Because it's 2 patties of 100% premium beef, legendary special sauce, crisp lettuce in a toasted sesame seed bun. It's the Big Mac.
Bitburger 0.0. Select your favorite. Containing vitamins, isotonic, and with unbeatable freshness. Bitburger 0.0, always a bit more refreshed.
Welcome back, guys, to Game 2 of this Best of 2. We've got a wonderful series on our hands.
We do. I mean, last game it was grade A Dota right there by Virtus.Pro. Not a single death on any of their cores. Just phenomenal play. And we got to see the support Axe that we were so, kind of wanting to see on the first day. Felt like we kind of wanted it to happen. A lot of teams picked Axe, but it didn't put it on the support. Finally, though, Virtus.Pro, they played it, they did it, now they ban it. It's the good old, we've done it, now back in the shelf, put it away.
10 seconds.
Don't let your opponents take it.
I love that, actually. I remember from just personal experience in tournaments how frustrating it can be for an opponent, for yourself, when you play something, own with it, and then put it away. Like, okay, now you don't get to do that. It's like really frustrating feeling.
We don't really need this. We just used it for fun.
Yeah.
Tiny enigma.
Just showing you what we can do with it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now on to my next trick.
That really is what it is with VP a lot of the times, isn't it?
It is.
And they pull something out of the hat every time. So VP banning Centaur, Earthshaker, Axe. Centaur and Earthshaker. Well, Centaur reaching the first phase of bans this time, right?
Yeah, he did. He did. It was in the second phase earlier, on the fourth ban. But now it seems like Roger is gonna play the same hero again, having some good old Phoenix gameplay here. The hero is just so strong currently. I'm surprised we don't see more insta Winter Wyvern picks in the first phase. Like everyone goes for these core heroes like Necro or PL or whatever. But I like Winter Wyvern, man. Flexible hero.
Mirana.
And I do know that compLexity, they like their Mirana. Especially against Phoenix. Okay.
Wowee. I mean, that's a statement of intent if I've ever seen one. Drow Mirana to kick things off.
That's true, especially after last game, Snaking. I think he feels like that lane was just not what he needed to be able to do stuff. And, I mean, the Mirana worked out great. And I have no doubt in my mind that they enjoy playing their Drow Ranger, but they need to get a better lane matchup. The Axe was just tearing it apart down there, and Undying couldn't really stop it. He doesn't have a stun or slow or anything, so Axe just ran straight past the Undying and killed the Drow over and over in that lane.
Over and over and over and over.
Yeah, truly.
Six times.
Yeah, she was a broken Drow, but he's back. Broken but not defeated.
I wonder if they give it to Snaking again.
Take it away from
Position 5 Drow Ranger for Eternal Envy coming. Frost Arrows level 1.
Well, he did play support Slark.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, he did.
Oh, I've missed that one.
Yeah, it's a while ago, but yeah.
I remember him buying Hood on Slark, or just Hood on every hero he was playing.
Hood on every hero, man.
Hood on every hero.
Great item. I mean, it was good value. A lot of people started copying that. PL now. No chance to ban out the PL this time. He's going to be in the game. He's going to be diving against that Drow.
I mean, you have to expect this if you don't first phase ban PL, but you first phase pick Drow Mirana.
Yes, you do have to expect it. But here he is. Here's the boy. And you already have 2 of your cores, none of which are exceptional against PL. So
10 seconds remaining.
You may be looking to supports that can deal with him a little bit in the early game.
But Earthshaker's banned, Waga.
That is true.
What other supports deal with PL?
Nobody.
Exactly. that was the problem in my brain as well. Was like, Earthshaker's a good support against PL. He's banned. Who else?
It's Drow.
Drow support.
Yes.
You just bait him to keep Phantom rushing.
You counterpicked my Drow, but turns out it's just me, Eternal Envy.
Gotcha.
That's drafting.
That's a big gotcha.
Learning how to draft with competitive Dota. Welcome, boys.
I mean, what other heroes deal with PL? Because very often we think of Ember Spirit. compLexity doesn't feel like they can put Ember Spirit in this draft.
I mean, PL is just a frustrating hero for pretty much everyone. There's a reason he's played so much in the current meta. He's not that easy to counter. What deals with him? I would still say that Winter Wyvern is nice against him. It doesn't necessarily solve all the problems, but it provides some stuff. If PL is next to an ally and you ulti, I mean, that's probably a kill. If you manage to ulti a real PL, you might burn all his mana. I believe mana. I'm not actually sure if he burns his mana. But at least he's going to slap himself pretty damn hard. But in many ways, Winter Wyvern is nice. The only downside is the Winter's Cold Embrace which very often is a backfire type heal.
Yeah.
It also puts your ally out of mana if you get burned by peel during it. So.
And seriously at risk.
Yeah, for sure.
Radiant team.
I don't know. Just wait for Grimstroke to be added, dude. He'll counter peel for you.
Oh, baby. Can't wait.
Yeah, that's a hero.
Absolutely cannot wait. So if we can't think of any kind of real hero counters to come out of that support role, is there a tempo or a timing that complexity can look towards here with Drow Ranger? Because you know, PL takes a little bit of time to come up.
I think that they probably want to play
10 seconds.
Ogre
remaining.
Magi and just try and have solid lanes. Like, the
5
most important thing is that you get heroes that can gank or move to lanes and help them out. Last game you had Undying, which on paper is pretty good at lane supporting, but maybe you need 2 support heroes who have good kill potential between each other. You know, something along the lines of what we saw earlier with the Shadow Demon Elder Titan. You know, Elder Titan is honestly one of the better heroes against PL, probably, from the support position. Providing some AoE stun.
Ogre Bane are the 2 bans from VP.
Yep.
That they get rid of. So that Ogre was a good call. Brewmaster and Magnus. Complexity ban out.
Remaining.
Brewmaster, of course, with that blink clap. Cyclone from the Primal Split onto Drow is forever.
A lot of Pasha heroes being removed for sure. Probably about time to pick up Pasha's hero next here for Virtus.Pro, considering. I mean, he even plays offlane Tiny every now and then, so his...
It's like 4 heroes, yeah.
Yeah, 4 heroes banned out that he could have been playing. And they also banned out some stuff themselves. Nyx is here.
Radiant
Okay.
team pick.
Complexity with Nyx.
What?
Solo Sven.
Yeah. I mean, that I haven't seen Sven in forever, I feel. But, alright then. Here we go.
It used to be one of Ramsey's big heroes.
Yeah.
But I remember Solo playing support Sven, support Brewmaster, support whatever the hell he felt like.
Yeah, I mean...
And Warcry here is super valuable against Drow Ranger Marana.
Yeah, it is good for that. You
5
could also
seconds
play
remaining.
Pasha Sven. It's not
Oh,
impossible.
yeah.
So you could always do that.
Sven Phoenix together.
Yeah. Pretty decent lane in many ways. Sven is just so crazy though. Like the hero is... It feels like I haven't seen it in actually years outside of this pick here.
I have one guy in my pub stack who's, what is it? He's Immortal something, Immortal 1.5. He plays weird offlane heroes. Like he plays offlane Warlock, he loves offlane Monkey King. But he started playing offlane Sven the past like month or so. And we don't like it, but he really loves it. There's something about it where he's just like, I don't die in lane, I hit creeps, and then I'm pretty strong when I get my blink.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, the ulti is very, very powerful. On level 6, you can already like either push and take towers, or you're just very hard to bring down. The strength gain from it is crazy.
Like clearing out, a big jungle stack
10
is always lovely for Sven as well.
I just feel like it's a little bit lackluster in terms of
5
if you want to have an
seconds
offlane initiator. I feel like many other heroes are bigger impact when they initiate compared to offlane Sven going in with the blink. Stuns one target, starts trying to hit them, but if you only have power treads, the damage is really not that fast. Whereas if you have an offlane Enigma going in, offlane Magnus going in, or Brewmaster, you often get more value. But I like the Rubik pick here. Speaking of on side of complexity, there's already some good stuff to steal. The Sven stun is very easy to take. The Sven armor is really nice to take. And even just stealing the Phoenix dive can sometimes be super nice for Rubik.
Virtus.Pro with the response. 45. A lot of these drafts are going really down to the wire. Long gone are the days where we have these very snappy, quick drafts where people have somewhat pre-made strategies. It seems very reactive and very thoughtful.
Yeah, indeed. Taking a little bit more of their time here. It's not like the EG snap picking. EG and their insta 4th picks.
Morphling was the second one. What was the first one they snapped?
Troll.
Troll. Yeah, it was Troll. Yeah, you're right.
I think it was Troll at least. But yeah, they were crazy about that. But I think it's important to take your time on the 4th pick already. I mean,
this much time?
Maybe leaving some time for 5th is fine. But if you're already considering all the way, ooh, going Invoker. Okay. That's a little bit brave when the enemy hasn't picked their mids. Or brave or disrespectful almost. But I guess Complexity did the same thing with their 2nd pick Invoker in the previous game.
They sure did.
You're supposed to get trashed on if you pick your Invoker
remaining.
early. the way compLexity did. I honestly disagreed quite a bit with that internally.
5 seconds
I didn't necessarily
remaining.
voice it, I think, but
Virtus.Pro
Invoker is a hero that
turn to
can get
battle.
abused in laning stage a lot. Even I have a friend, Stormstormer, who has like 4,000 games on the Invoker. He's very, very solid on the hero. And when I talk to him about some of the hero matchups, he's like, yeah, there are certain hero matchups that are, you know, pretty dumb.
Yeah.
You probably don't want to play at all.
Like, what about a TA here for compLexity, for example?
Yeah, that would be one of the extremely good matchups for compLexity.
Especially with
Brood
Drow
would have
range.
been, Brood would have been the best probably. Brood against Invoker is actually just the easiest thing ever. He doesn't have anything he can do against you.
He just ghost walk. That's all you can do is like,
Then
hope,
you just bring out one dust that your support bought you or something,
and
and
then you kill him.
yeah, but you don't even need to kill him. You just take his tower, take all the
10
creeps, and
seconds
deny all
remaining.
the creeps. Like all Invoker can do is watch the spiders take
5
over.
seconds remaining.
But we'll see what Virtus.Pro
Radiant
pick
team
along
pick.
with it. Dazzle. I like this. Dazzle Sven. Tons of physical armor. We're going to go very heavy into armor here.
And they have that Shadow Wave, PL, Doppelganger, Illusion Bomb as
Yes.
well.
We saw it earlier, actually.
Yeah.
It's really nice. It's fun to watch.
And it was compLexity yesterday, at the end of the day, right? They pulled this out
Yes, it was.
with the Dazzle PL.
Yeah.
So Virtus.Pro giving them a taste of their own medicine, potentially
10
here.
seconds
Definitely.
remaining.
With some modifications. Is it just me or does Sven look massive compared to
5
PL?
seconds
It's always
remaining.
because the middle hero in the draft is
Yeah.
actually forward a little bit.
I
Because
guess.
it's like a triangle that goes deeper as it goes out to the sides.
I guess. It just looks so funny, man.
Because there have been some real funny ones
Yeah,
where,
I
like,
mean,
like-
with the Magnus in last game, right?
Yeah.
Magnus in the middle is...
it is massive. But even like like even a sniper, like tiny little sniper, you know, and you put him next to Tidehunter, and Tidehunter looks small because the sniper's prospectively in front of him.
Yeah.
Cole here, 45 seconds for their final pick. I'm at a loss at what they look towards. Apparently they've got their idea. It's a puck.
You may now
One of
select
the
your heroes.
one of the I guess worst heroes overall in terms of every metric this patch, you know.
In terms of win rates, Puck is absolutely atrocious. There's
Pick-
still
pick
some
rate, win
people,
rate.
Yeah, there's still some people who have success with it though, but overall the hero is absolute garbage. But Limp does play a good Puck. I wonder if it will be enough, and I honestly dislike Puck against Invoker, but maybe he feels differently. I just feel like Quas Invoker can out-regen all the harassment from Puck, and the kill potential is simply not there. So we'll see if I'm wrong in this, and Limp knows something I don't. He's obviously a fantastic mid laner, so I'm sure he'll do his best here.
Maybe with the help of Z-Freak. Maybe they sit the next assassin middle for a little bit.
Maybe that's what you do.
Or he levels Mana Burn level 1, comes in, Mana Burn Invoker, then runs away.
Every 28 seconds, one mana burn.
We'll see what they get up to. We will see. Solo Dazzle. So it means Roger Sven and actually Pasha switches over towards the Phoenix. So a complete revamp here.
Yeah, I mean, we've been talking about it earlier, how there are so many debates and mind games going on in the drafting phase, and what you can try to trick your opponent. I mean, you just played Roger on Phoenix, and now you pick it again. First pick, it definitely feels like that should be a Roger Phoenix, and then, surprise, it's not.
And he's got the helmet on. I want to see what it's... I couldn't remember what it was called yesterday.
Oh yeah, he has the cool one.
The
Actually good looking.
the Roman Legionnaire one or whatever it is. Let's have a look. Inspect his items. Commander's Helm of the Flame Guard. That's the one. And here we go. Eternal Envy. Tip, 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 tip. I mean, even Skembaloo's tipping. Z-Freak's tipping. Eternal Envy is making money hand over fist.
Nix.
Nix. Hey.
Off lane, all the heroes moving up, apart from, of course, the Drow of compLexity. She doesn't want to be an off lane Drow again. That didn't work out. I like the mentality last game, though. Off lane is very often the safe lane.
Snaking. Sees Ramses. PL gets just far enough away that Telekinesis Arrow shouldn't be able to connect there. Virtus.Pro, though, hiding away in the trees. They are prepared, ready,
Oh
set
boy.
up. Z-Freak walks in, finds Solo. Sentry down to block out that camp already. Eternal Envy stunned up with a 2-man. The Sunstrike over the top. Z-Freak half HP. But Ramses changes targets towards Eternal Envy. Limp is trying to chase back Solo. The Fairy Fire is there and keeps him alive. Eternal Envy's going to drop to the first blood. Ramses gets the takedown and Solo, the miss uphill. Mirana, oh, they've got him surely. The final click from Limp gets the trade.
Man, Limp just body blocked Envy there. He just kept him back by body blocking him as Puck. That was Not really the nicest move ever.
Another two-man stun from Roger as well. This Stormhammer's getting some sick value. Snaking out-clicking Ramses.
Yes.
They're destroyed.
Wow.
Pasha out-clicking Skembaloo bottom though. So it looks like the off-laners getting themselves some juicy bounty runes, but Pasha here, like he's almost killing this bloody Drow Ranger.
Yeah, taking a lot of damage, and he almost lost no HP as well on his Phoenix. He didn't even eat a Tango, and look at the HP. It's like full.
Hey, sure is.
Denying Squawk.
Denying Squawk. What does he have, like, pleased Squawk?
Yeah.
Upset Squawk? Whatever it is.
Yeah, there's a lot of good ones. Imagine all those Phoenix spammers getting level 25.
And that sick two-man poison touch and the follow-through from PL. Eternal Envy keeps getting this poison reapplied and reapplied, and now he's about to die. One more hit. Solo. Get the kill.
Ticking out. Some level of aggression there coming out from VP.
5-1 on puck, though. Absolutely amazing start for Limp.
Yeah, he's doing great on last hits. Doing great so far. I mean, he did get that kill on solo earlier, so having the extra mantle in the laning stage helps a little bit, you know.
Yeah, it sure does.
Any bit of damage helps.
Every little helps. Tesco puck. Limp. No one is still going to be a difficult opponent to face up against. We'll come back to that mid lane in a little bit. For now, nothing really too amazing happening there. Top lane, Wave pushing in towards this Radiant Tier 1. Sentry down in the back. Doesn't actually catch the block sentry. So no pull available there for the Dazzle, as Ramses trying to just lay that pressure on with the denies under the Tier 1.
Yeah, he thinks exactly where they do have a ward blocking the camp as well. He's like, I missed it, it's there. And completely correct.
It is precisely there. Pasha, a little bit scary. Z-Freak, though, is doing the pull connect. Roger comes in to contest with his haste rune and looking for the dive. Under the Tier 1, they know where the Nyx is now, and he's too far away to really help out this Drow Ranger. They've moved in, and they've actually cleared her out. Z-Freak now comes through with the dive over the top. Z-Freak maybe could have carapaced there to stop him under the tower, but
yeah,
even then, unlikely kill.
It would really do anything, though. Like, he could have done it, but all it would do is force the Phoenix to walk a little bit more.
I just know that, you know, Facebook chat's going, why didn't he carapace there?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Just make sure.
Yeah, that cursed Facebook chat always frustrates me. They think they're all 10k.
Yeah, that's the truth. They're going towards Pasha now, though. Z-Freak is a mango. 5 seconds for another stun, though, and the Fiery Spirit's causing a few problems. Carapace, he's trying to line this up, but a Stormhammer from Roger will keep Pasha nice and toasty in this bottom lane and maybe put Z-Freak in a position where he dies.
There are mangoes for days on this Sven.
There's the stick. Z-Freak still needs the mango to stun here.
Pasha has to hide from the drow. He's doing a good job.
Oh, the two heroes that are hiding from each other bump into each other, and Z-Freak's the one with the stun.
Yeah, Roger got his ankles broken, and now with the Carapace return damage too.
I mean, top lane, they've lost Eternal Envy.
Yeah, but that's fine. No, that's no big loss. It's all cool. Part of plan.
Part of plan. Roger. Another mango, and a Sunstrike to boot for Skembaloo to die. Dive forward, not going to connect with Z-Freak there, but they have Fiery Spirits. No stun from the Sven. He's out of mana. Still on cooldown for a second or so. But in this mid lane now, we've come back to it. 18-7 Invoker, 21-4 Puck.
Pretty impressive for Puck so far, doing a good job, but the harass potential is really low. It's hard for him to get, you know, in a position to kill his opponents. But, I mean, this is going way better than it was in the previous game. A lot
Solo. He was pretty close there to killing the Marana. I mean, even now, she's closing in on dying. The Tango and the Salve will bring her back up to a healthy life total.
Well, mids, they get the stun. Do they get the kill? They do. Nice. Using a cold snap to kind of force out the phase shift there, but the hammer connects.
And that is one of the problems, right? The cold snap stays after phase shift or during phase shift, so you can continue chain stunning potentially. Even with that dodge, Snaking dies to the illusion of the Phantom Lance. Wait, hang on. I thought Ramses was doppelgangering away, but he was trying to go for more.
Yeah, pretty much. In bottom lane, they dive Skimbaloo as well.
Nice little sidestep from Pasha to get away from Z-Freak's Impale.
I like how Skimblue is getting the snaking treatment from last game. Oh, I'm drow. Oh, I'm dead again. How fun.
Kill the drow.
Yeah, that seems to be the Virtus.Pro game plan this series. Oh boy, Eternal Envy is poison touched. He is touched by the poison. What is the solution?
Can he run?
No.
Can he hide?
No.
Can he survive?
Maybe.
You should have just gone, no! Oh, poor Eternal Envy. 1v1 by Solo. As they also get themselves triple bounty runes, if I saw correctly. Solo, Pasha with Eternal Envy getting 1. Virtus.Pro yet again. 3,000 net worth lead, 5.5 minutes in. Snaking with no leaps for 3 seconds. Is this going to be in time? No, the poison's going to tick him down here.
Man, this poison is looking so good in the hands of Solo. He's just owning with it. I'm sure everyone wants to like pick Dazzle now and then go do nothing at all. Oh, Z-Freak gonna die here to the dive, and they're chasing for more. The stun is there in 3 seconds. Don't even need it.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is starting to look like Titanic again. This is Titanic again.
It looks a little bit disastrous. I mean, Ramsey 6 minutes in is making a bloody rotation mid.
Yeah.
If there's one thing I wouldn't expect, it's that. Solo free farming top lane, shoving wave into the tier 1 as well. Skimblue has come top because he's had enough of bottom lane. Solo?
Yeah, look at Solo. Alone against 2. He's like, I'm gonna reapply that poison. I'm going in.
That is glorious. That's actually glorious. That is so good. He just literally doesn't care.
Huh? That sounds a lot like Virtus.Pro. The team that does not care.
They do not at all.
Well, Sven is up top. He wants to dive. Mirana has 2 leaps available. Only 1 now.
Poison touch, can you get it reapplied? Oh, that Phantom Rush. Wait, Ramses, hello. Goodbye. Jump away. Snaking. No leaps remaining now, though.
Boy.
Trapped in the trees. And she will be brought to her knees. Down you go, Mirana, as this Z-Freak Nyx does TP top, but in an awful spot. Has to hide back and away. Skimblue, why are you still here? He just saw you, Mirana, die. Sunstrike? No, just a stun, a few hits, no gust points. The salve going to get cancelled out immediately, and there's the one tap from Roger.
Yeah, and meanwhile, Phoenix uses his ulti to kill Envy bottom. Poor Envy, nowhere safe.
The thing, like Limp and Snaking, they're watching this Sven kill the drow, and they're thinking, we can't actually do anything here. Maybe a go onto Solo, but the arrow misses, and now again, Snaking with no leaps is going to drop. Nice stun onto the Sven, but it doesn't connect with Solo, so Z-Freak needed Limp to re-arrive. Orb over the top will connect with the Sven. But what does Limp have now? A Waning Rift? A few clicks? Roger is so tanky with his Warcry, the Bracer.
Doesn't have ulti. And Solo is just waiting for a chance to turn this around.
Baiting Z-Freak in. He has to land this stun. Carapace, lift, impale, the raindrops pop. There's no grave here, but he's got a Shadow Wave. Doesn't get it off in time as Z-Freak nearly dies to Roshan, but it will be another grab from Roger. Sven.
Walking
mid
in and just getting it.
Sunstrike. Oh, they're going for more. Pasha doesn't have Supernova this type, but he's got Fiery Spirits after already having dived in. It looks like he was trying to kill the Drow Ranger again with this Urn and the Fiery Spirits, but he's 1v3ing.
I mean, look at poor compLexity here trying to chase him. It's
1v4.
They don't have boots on Puck or Drow. They're just kind of walking. It's actually insane to see 7,000 gold advantage. Minute 8. 18 kills. 19 kills, sorry.
I mean, I've missed that kill, but I tell you now, it's not my fault. Mirana getting sunstruck. No one now. 3-0-3. Let's take a quick look, shall we? How many people haven't died this game? Roger, Ramses, no one. So, not the 3 cores technically, but the way that Roger's playing this Sven, he may as well be a core here.
He might become one. He might become one.
What is that? Treads wand?
Treads, I believe. Yeah, Treads magic wand and a mango. Don't forget the mangoes.
Mid lane. Go on. Go on. Dream Coil. Get the kill. No one. He's going to go for the TP. The dust is there. The arrow, the lift, the anything. Just throw stuff at him. Get no one dead. A good Storm Hammer from Roger. The jump over the orb. Finally gets the kill. Bloody hell, that took a long time.
That was a nice kill. Big kill to get. They rotate 4 heroes for it, but at least they secure it. Meanwhile, solo kill by...
Solo?
By Mr. Solo.
How does he find them?
He would know.
6, 3, and 5. Solo killing.
Yeah, I mean, it is a Windlace Dazzle with Poison Touch level 3, so 40 damage per second reapplied over and over.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
Level 4 Drow Ranger. 10 minutes in.
I like how you're zooming in and paying attention to the great farming speed going on. One of these days. One of these days.
Oh,
No, not today.
not today.
What do we say about farming? Not today.
They're like, guys, Drow Ranger's farming jungle. Don't let her get that creep.
Yeah, stop her.
That's her boots creep. That's not even her boot. Wait, hang on. How much gold do you have? 300.
It would only have been made better by Invoker respawning and sunstriking.
Oh man, I would have left. I would have just left. I would straight up. I'm not doing the last series. I don't care. That's enough Dota for me. I'm done.
Yeah.
Well, complexity really grouping up very tight to try and get this Drow Ranger up and running to level 6, which does finally hit. Sunstrike looking towards snaking as no one goes for the blindy.
Well, they need level 6 on the Nyx as well, so he's here kind of party farming jungle with Skimberlu. He's trying his best.
Party farming. I like that.
Yeah, party farming. Makes it sound much more fun than it is.
Just holding hands and cowering in the jungle. That's what I think.
Singing Kumbaya, we shall overcome.
Tier 1 bottom with the catapults.
Oh, look, Rubik is joining too. It's like, nice. Can I get experience too?
Experience. Are they smoking here?
They do have a smoke now.
I don't think that's spotted by that wall. Oh, maybe it was.
Well, they pinged Jackie Mao coming out, so they know he's smoked, I think. Because they had a high ground ward and suddenly he showed up. Jackie Mao as a skim, that is. Okay, seems like Roger doesn't care. Carapace.
Nice little setup off the cleave.
Alright, so almost everyone has died. It is only one man remaining. It's not the easiest kill. It is the Ramses.
Is that a Yasha? Yeah, he's finished off his Yasha.
Yeah. Also going for a Yasha build. Same as Skim did in yesterday's game.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I might prefer it. I don't know. I'm still not 100% sure which I like better, Yasha or Diffu first.
Yeah, I'm still trying to work out the kind of reasoning behind it. Why not go straight for the diffusal blade? Because the difference in stats, the difference in kind of effect. Oh goodness gracious, Snake!
That was close. Sunstrikes.
Yeah. Is he going for it? Yeah, they're pinging. Look.
Yeah.
Solo's pinging, saying, "Why aren't you sunstriking?"
Yeah, if you did, he was dead. That's a blöd.
Sunstrike blöd. But yeah, like
well, it does farm faster. Like it really does, because Yasha. By the time you have Yasha, you would basically only have 2 blades of alacrity.
Yeah,
there's no
true.
doubt which is better in that case. You have to compare it for the cost. A lot of people make the mistake of comparing,
Item to item.
full diffusal to full Yasha. But yeah, wow, this could be a fight here. Looks like complexity want to defend.
Left back on Roger, but he's just sprinting forward with Doppelganger and Warcry. They've got the gap closed onto Eternal Envy to sunstrike him.
They're gonna tip him. How? Oh, no tips.
Oh dear, that's a missed opportunity.
No tips. And again, they probably will get more opportunities for that.
But yeah, like Yasha on PL feels kind of like a transition item. Well, not really a transition item, but like a ramp item, right? You know,
Yeah.
You're thinking about Yasha defusal, but it's like that kind of pseudo Midas where it's the item after defusal you're aiming towards.
Yeah. Well, normally it used to be the a little bit of fighting going on. Stun gonna miss, but doesn't matter. Using the coil.
That's a big meatball. Carapace will connect, but Limp in all sorts of bother here. Got an orb in a second. Looks like no one giving up for now. Sunstrike. Oof. That takes him very low. Not going to finish him off, though.
Does hurt. Does hurt. Gonna shrine. Gonna shrine and get some HP back. But yeah, it just propels the farm a little bit. Yasha. Yasha defusal and then hearts. It's very fast, but we're gonna see the same here with the Manta before defusal. That's what we saw yesterday as well by Skim.
Well, there are a couple of silences and plenty of things that you can Manta dodge, so it does seem very good this game.
Yeah.
See Freak in the Moonlight Shadow, spotted now by the dust. And these VP heroes converging in, but the arrow's good. Catches the dive. In they go with the silence, but the grave is there. Solo saved up Pasha. He's got Supernova when he comes out of the silence, but I don't think he needs it. Z-Freak and Limp have already gone. A kiss from Pasha. Solo, you beautiful bastard. Saves him up, and complexity, they are running for the hills.
That arrow can't have been intended for him. That was definitely him diving in and catching an unintended arrow. Eternal Envy. Run, run, man.
There's no 50-50 here. It is 100% death and destruction. Virtus.Pro 24/7, destroying complexity.
So Roger is on a quest. He wants to be the very best. The most farmed there ever was. As a position 4 support, he is now about to overtake all of complexity's farm. He is at 4,000 net worth. There's only Puck staying ahead of him.
He has a very aesthetic build as well. 2-2-2.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah, probably gonna go for a 3-2-2 next. That's what, as a complexity fan.
You're welcome, by the way, for the setup.
I'll take that.
Well, let's hope not.
He's got farm ancients now.
He can do that?
Just a pause 4 farming ancients. Yeah, of course.
Casual.
Level 7 support farming ancients. It's a triple stack too. It's a mighty ancient.
Well, that gets him his blink dagger, like basically
Almost,
blink dagger, right?
yeah.
It's like 50 off it or something?
Well, he was at 1,400 gold, so that's a big chunk of money right there. You know, 1,400 to 2,060, just like that.
Are scanning.
I'd say.
And he's gonna farm these 2 camps, and he'll have his blink.
Oh, nice dire scan as well. Oh, does Zefric get sunstruck here?
Dyer's
No one
top
just goes for the blindy. Oh, it's already on. He must have already used it then.
Yeah.
Pasha's just diving on the ground.
Yeah, he's angry. He knows there's a bug. He's standing on the VP logo for a little bit, Sevrik, and scutter down. Oh,
He might kill Roger here, you know?
he might actually.
Oh, Roger sees him coming
very
high
low.
ground. Heyo!
It's like, what the hell is happening here?
Heyo! Does he have mana for stun? He does indeed. Dust is there, but Zefric, quick observer ward on the high ground.
Just look at Pasha and his Nyx extermination plants, diving around and then spraying some sun.
Must kill Nyx Assassin.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
PL comes in to defend top.
Oh, Limp
Radiant's
getting some good damage on that tier 2 with the Drow Aura though. Mirana and the Catapult helping out quite nicely, but in comes the dive. The Phoenix wants to play. compLexity saying, no, not today. We are going to run away with a quick blink out. Limp and snaking. Get the tower and they ditch. That's a nice little objective for them.
Yeah, definitely something. Oh no, Envy. He thought invisibility was all he needed.
And that
Whatever.
sentry just expires as well.
Yeah, it did its job, you know? Kill Envy and then die.
Drow trying to get to Dragonlance.
Yeah, that's the snaking knows the struggle of Skim. He had it about at 1740 in last game, so it looks like Skim might actually be on the same time. Oh, never mind, he's gonna die.
And they've got the damage. Ooh, but that gust.
Oh,
Delaying the damage for just a little bit. The dive over the top to cancel the salve. Still not a kill on the Drow, though, as the Supernova down. Solo trying to protect with a good tornado. No one keeps it up and running, but the damage is already done. The clicks come out. The trouble is they focus so hard on that Supernova, they're allowing for the rest of VP to potentially fight in, but Limp with a great coil and silence, actually clearing out a couple of Virtus.Pro. Ramses, though, is unkillable, untouchable.
yeah. He's going in. He wants that Draw Ranger so badly. Might be trouble if he caught an arrow, but it lands on Lucian.
And he's got Manta Style as well to get himself out of dodge.
Oh.
No leaps. Sunstrike.
Very close to a Sunstrike there.
Not quite. I think Ramsey still has this kill, though. 3 seconds for leap, 2 seconds for leap. Has the mana. Can you get it off? Snaking into the trees. 50 HP with a TP, but in comes the Doppelganger. Ramsey shuts it down. He's very deep now, though. Has the Manta Style to get out, but he's got Doppelganger in 4. The Phantom Rush. The jump away. Oh, no way, Ramses. You cannot escape from this. He's got Illusions cancelling Blink as well, so Limp
got
can't really
TP?
chase.
Oh, he doesn't TP. He runs. Oh, he should be dead then.
Wait, Envy died to Sunstrike in the back.
Yeah.
Oh, no one.
Yeah, and tips come out. But that's 1,100 gold, and the unkillable has finally died as well. So,
6-1-10 on Ramsey.
so everyone has died. Everyone can bleed. Nobody's safe, Gareth.
Even Ramses bleeds.
Yeah, and that's a Dagon on Limp.
What is it? Blink into... Okay.
That's very interesting builds. I thought would go for something else, you know, along the lines of maybe Veil or Yule Scepter, but this is definitely more direct damage. And makes it harder to grave.
Is this a kill on Limp here? Phase shift, jump away. Meatball and Poison Touch not quite doing enough there. Limp with the Blink Dagger ready again, but no Dream Coil. Thinking about going in with the help of Zefric.
And he actually dies on Envy there. That hurts so much. These
Are
spirits.
scanning.
There's the nice sentry as well. They do have the reveal to spot out the Nyx. Scan in the back, but Limp has jumped away. Sunstrike, is that going on?
It is, Gareth. It's on point.
For once, I knew where it was going and I caught it.
One of his favorites.
One of my favorites. Moonlight Shadow just to save snaking. Is this PL really getting out of hand? I mean, Manta Diffusel's, it's going to be here by like 21, 22 minutes. And that's when the PL really is a monster.
It is indeed. Pasha going up here, wants to contest the bounty rune. PL with a haste rune. Not going to be able to find anything too much though.
What's Roger up to now? Blink, 900 gold. Nothing queued up, so still a decision to be made in that regard. No one with Axe moving into BKB.
Roger hasn't really had too much item progression after the Blink Dagger, but I mean, it was a very fast Blink Dagger for a boss 4 Sven. That's all he really needs.
When he's queued up BKB himself, clearing out Ancients, getting even more gold to line his pockets. And Pasha there with a Sun Ray to keep him nice and toasty.
Yeah, gotta get that, you know, healthy sunlight.
Z-Freak trying to scout out anybody he possibly can for any form of follow-up really here from Limp, who is the linchpin hero in this game for compLexity. This Puck.
He's the only one that can play around right now. It's him and Nyx who need to work together. And then I want to say that Envy should be there as well, but the poor man, he has died 12 times. Whenever he goes somewhere, it just brings on, you know, misfortune.
And sadness. Well, Puck, one thing it does excel at is that split pushing from the core position. Very slippery, very difficult to keep tabs on. Who have they found? Oh, would you believe it?
What is that meatball? Pinks it a little bit for himself.
Onto the tier 2 they go. They've not even taken Roshan, but it feels like VP could just go high ground.
Yeah, I almost think they could. They're definitely strong enough. 14,000 gold lead here, and this game is looking so brutal. At least there's a lot of split pushing going on. Limp, very active, and same with Skim. But Dazzle, Weave, healing everyone.
Trying to break the tier 3. Ramsey's TP's back top. He's got a nice long lane to push out and farm on his way through. And Virtus.Pro, still no Roshan. A big old arrow drawn by compLexity though into the dire jungle. That's the call from Eternal Envy.
I guess we know where they're headed, but there is a sentry and observer ward they get.
Sick. Oh, the tornado nearly catching Limp there. Would have been massive, but they've got the silence, the dream coil. The Dazzle is dead. They jump in onto the Mirana though. And with that God Strength, take her to about 2/3 HP, but it's bail time from VP.
VP don't actually have detection. That's the problem. They lost the guy who was carrying dust. Oh, Ravage. Massive. Absolutely huge.
Massive.
Large.
Skem turns and fights. There's no stun here from the Phoenix.
Yeah.
Halberd.
Exactly. He can't find the Phoenix due to Halberd as well, so Phoenix can just do whatever he wants.
Divey, divey.
So good at pushing creep waves when he has level 15. Fire Spirit's talent does a lot of damage. Ooh. The sentry ward by Solo, just barely missing there. You see how it's 2 sentry wards, but in the middle, there's an observer ward.
Oh, yeah. That's real unfortunate.
Yeah, so I think that they're clear, but there is vision. I don't know how much it matters, though, because it seems hard for compLexity to contest this Roche. They're gonna try.
Limp scouting with the illusory orb. Yeah, Pasha still, I mean, they've got Supernova, they've got Sven Stun, they have so many AoE lockdown abilities. compLexity going in here would be a death wish for sure, but they're going to try, potentially no, it's just a little late there with the orb and Z-Freak going into scout. The steal was a possibility, but...
Yeah, I mean, he tried for it. Valiant attempt. No need to dive in, though, as the orb was, like you said, a little bit too late. Oh, boy.
Is that no, it doesn't connect with the Sunstrike, so snaking.
Yeah, that's off.
3 leaps. And the TP. Deafening Blast hits the Cold Snap.
Wow. That's pretty sick, actually.
So snaking stuck there.
He is. He is. And
They're picking it out.
I think he knows it, too. I think he knows exactly what he did there on no one. It's like, this guy's not getting out of here.
Would he have had the sound cue from Cold Snap hitting there?
No.
No, he wouldn't,
No.
right? Because he's in fog.
Nah, he doesn't get it.
He would have just known from the timing.
Yeah, he just knows what he's doing. He's got Sunstrike again, perhaps, into there. He invoked it, but not doing it. It's a pretty interesting spot for snaking, though, don't you think? Oh no, the courier's coming.
Oh!
Uh-oh.
They're scouting a little further west, so they're expecting that the leaps went a little deeper.
Yeah, they think he's leaping on the way out of there, so they're scouting for him. And you see the courier, it might actually run into the other courier.
Oh.
You know, it's coming that way.
Oh my god.
He's gonna find him on the way back, I think. Or no, it goes too low. It goes too low. This is so clowny.
Oh my
What
goodness.
the hell am I
And
watching?
then the Radiant Courier comes.
The
and
funny part, the
delivers.
best part about it is Snaking has no idea what just happened.
He's just like, I'm safe.
He's unaware, you know, like
Chill.
nothing wrong here. He just salves up. Doesn't even want to TP out.
I mean, he's been stuck here for a good minute now, though.
Yeah, I mean, you can judge by the fact that he almost had 3 leaps ready.
When they see him on this creep wave, yeah, no one is like, what the fuck is that guy doing?
He's still
Tom?
there. Envy is
Oh no.
dead.
I'm T-Tours because I'm giggling. Tier 3, Ramses is breaking through. High ground here for Virtus.Pro with the Alacrity Catapult. And Z-Freak trying to defend. The arrow will secure the takedown on Carty, but Ramses moving forward, swiftly onto Snaking. Mana being burnt, the one leap expended. compLexity, what do you do here and now? Limp jumps in, the 4-man coil with Silence on top. The Dazzle's been caught and zapped down to within an inch of his life, but he's got the Shadow Wave off. The Deafening Blast will kill off Z-Freak, and that no one BKB absolutely destroying compLexity. Scam is still bottom lane, not even defending base.
Oh, just push, man, just push. No need to be there. Get your gold.
Virtus.Pro just moved down to bottom now. Secure this game. Condemn compLexity. Dazzle will die as Limp jumps.
I mean,
Senpai.
he's now pushing high ground on Drow, so if they can catch people here, it's kind of big.
Roger, low HP. Tornado going to whiff completely. Another orb, but the Spirit Vessel's there. Roger dodges by, and Pasha still has Supernova. Ramses thinks twice about diving in, and it looks like Solo brought back to defend against Drow.
Yeah, he did. And Drow decided that's enough. We're backing out. But still, I mean, that's probably as good as you can ask for compLexity. They didn't really get much, but they did get a kill on Solo, forced his buyback, and they did lose mid, but they also got some split pushing done with Drow. She farmed a lot, 3,000 golds, going for the Aghanims build.
Okay. Against PL, we got that little splinter shot on top of the Maelstrom.
Yeah.
It's a lot of AoE damage. I mean, compLexity, they defended tier 3 bottom as well, which is pretty huge. I for sure thought that was going to be a double lane of Raxing by VP. Z-Freak under a sentry gets dusted. And a very swift kill onto the Nyx.
Yeah, like 2 hits from the PL with the double damage rune. So much damage.
Double damage.
Yes, all of it.
Many. No one up top to clear out that wave, as it looks like Eternal Envy and Skemp both getting involved up there. Ramses with a double damage, what, for another 5 seconds or so?
Yeah, the kid is in.
Snaking. Limp with a Waning Rift will silence him up. Not really threatening the PL by any means, though, with Heart and Aegis. He seems a step too far here for compLexity to handle.
Yeah. He's pretty much unkillable at this point, I think, with Aegis as well. I mean, you would have to bring him down twice. How do you really do it even once?
Focus everybody but the PL.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, Dire Scan high ground.
You want the Dazzle, but look where Solo is hiding. His little corner.
Nice little spot. Bunkered away. Ramses takes the buildings. Melee Rax is gone now, and PL falling back. No one has finally arrived in this middle lane. Aegis gets reclaimed, but they see Eternal Envy. Tornado missing from no one as the arrow lands, but in comes the God Strength Sven. Stun on the Mirana. Moonlight Shadow gets them away with a leap out. And Virtus.Pro. No big kills just yet. Big old zap onto the Dazzle. Looks for the kill there, and Drow will claim it. Skemballoon now. Oh, dearie me. Where are you? Well, you're trapped here with all the Dire heroes around you.
But
Does
he
have buyback.
did kill Dazzle, who doesn't have buyback. Yeah.
That's valuable. The trouble is they're losing their base and the rest of their heroes.
Yeah, but He has buyback on now. Surely we defend this.
Z-Freak. A couple more hits would have finished him off. Limp finds the takedown on Sven. This is getting better and better now. Hero by hero. compLexity starting to edge a little lead in this team fight, getting themselves maybe a defense as the Phoenix stunned and arrowed there. I'm not sure what the initial stun was from.
Oh, yeah, I didn't actually pay full attention to that.
At first I thought he was just standing still AFK, but...
Yeah, I was more looking to the top lane, how it's being pushed in a lot, and wondering who's gonna go and defend it for Virtus.Pro, but I guess the creep wave spawns, can't tank it up enough. Well, compLexity are trying to hold on. You gotta say it's commendable to not throw in the towel when the game is going like this. They're still trying, doing what they can.
They've stopped the bleeding a little bit in the net worth. You know, it's kind of plateauing out. A couple of kills.
A little bit, yeah.
Here and there. You know, 23k, something around that region. It's just gonna...
The unfortunate part when you stop the bleeding after losing 22k is, you know...
You're missing 22k.
Yeah. You're still at a bad spot to pause.
Need to be put on life support compLexity.
Yes.
I don't know what kind of doctor can treat them. Maybe this one.
Oh.
Skem and Z-Freak, they see the PL and they think, no, no, no.
Someone else. We need someone lighter. Something more diet version.
Anybody else. No, but not the PL. They are all grouped up together top though, Virtus.Pro.
Yeah, they know. They're just gonna push the final lane. That's gonna be the death push, pretty much. And it looks like he has an entire butterfly almost on PL as well. He is missing a little bit of gold though, even with selling the Aquila. So he needs to farm something quickly.
Farm some heroes.
Oh, he saw Envy. I see.
Good lift, does catch the real one. But Roger is there with the blink and the stun.
Well, that's pretty much the gold he needs. He needs a little bit more.
Z-Freak in behind with Limp. Good chain stun there with the arrow after Impale. They've got the Grave though. This time they don't focus solo, so he's able to get his spells off. No one BKBs, the Supernova on top, and GG is called. Peace out, compLexity.
Yeah, that's a very decisive 2-0 with not many signs of weaknesses here from Virtus.Pro, kind of showing why they're widely regarded as one of the strongest teams in the world, if not the strongest. Virtus.Pro just absolute beasts. I mean, they made it look so easy to play against compLexity in this series.
Absolutely. I mean, Pasha there had Refresher at the very end. He got his second Supernova off, but the GG had already been called.
Yeah.
A little bit sad.
It almost looks like they're having fun when they play, like just, you know, not even taking it very serious, just running at people. Solo was getting some random kills here and there. But yeah, for sure, they know their limits. Virtus.Pro.
And even when they overstep their limits, they have such great ways of kind of swinging that momentum back around on their opponents as well. You know, you think back to that summit run they had where they picked what, 107 out of the hero
yeah,
pool?
they tried to pick every single hero. Yeah, they tried to do that.
I think they missed out on like 8 or 9 or something like that. But it was super close. I mean, even then, you know, they were kind of on the verge of losing a game, and then they'd kind of just say, slow it down, no messing around, and they literally have that. You know, a lot of teams have that little switch that they flick, and it's like, right, we're ready to go high ground. VP has that, but they've got a bunch of other switches as well, where it's like, we're going to destroy you, we're going to mess around with you, we're going to play with you like you're our food.
I don't know, after watching a game like that, I feel like, oh my god, you know, position 4 Sven support is so strong, or Dazzle is so strong, and then you see some other team try to do Dazzle support, and it's like useless, and I don't know, they just find opportunities that other teams are unable to find. It's really crazy to witness.
It sure is. We have one more series for you here today, guys. Virtus.Pro against NIP.
We get to watch them again, that's true. We get to see even more VP action.
More VP, this time against Ninjas in Pajamas, another team that we haven't seen on this stream. So some wonderful Dota magic coming up. We're not quite sure when. Hopefully the game will run straight back to back, but it could be 5-10 minutes.
Probably as soon as possible.
Grab yourselves a drink or a snack and we'll see you then.